Parents, what's the most insane thing your kid has ever done during an emergency? The hurricane had barely finished tearing through when the whole neighborhood went black. No lights, no fridge, no nothing. I roll out our backup generator like I'm leading a survival documentary. Hooked up the essentials: fridge, freezer, a couple lights, and yes, the Wi-Fi router. Because let's be honest, I wasn't living in total darkness and offline. My 12-year-old son Ethan's right there helping me, nodding like he's in on some high-stakes operation. I even give him the full dad speech. This generator is the only thing standing between us and a week of warm milk and spoiled food. He's like, I got it, Dad. Mission critical. First night goes smooth. I check the setup around 2 a.m. Generator's humming, lights are steady, everything's perfect. I crawl back to bed thinking I'm basically Bear Grylls with Wi-Fi. The next morning, I shuffle into the kitchen, craving coffee, open the fridge, and it's dead silent. No hum, no cool air, just stale warmth rolling out like a funeral announcement for my groceries. I yank open the freezer, puddles of melted ice cream dripping onto the floor in sad neon colors. Instant panic. I sprint outside expecting to see the generator dead, but nope, it's running fine. So I follow the extension cords like Sherlock Holmes, trying to figure out where the power went. And that's when I see it. Every single emergency cord I'd plugged in, pulled out. In their place, one lone extension cord leading straight into the house like some kind of smoking gun. I follow it inside, down the hall, and stop in the doorway of Ethan's room. There he is, sitting cross-legged on his bed, headset on, Xbox glowing, TV blasting full color. He's mid-Minecraft mission, building castles like he's the architect of the medieval world. The generator that was supposed to save our food supply, fully dedicated to his gaming setup. I just stand there stunned. A week's worth of groceries decomposing in the kitchen, while this kid is thriving in pixel land. I tap him on the shoulder. He spins around, eyes sparkling, giant grin on his face. Dad! Good news. I got the internet back up. Took me like 20 minutes to rewire everything. Ethan, I ask slowly, did you unplug the fridge? Without hesitation. Yeah, but check this out. He proudly turns the screen so I can admire the blocky fortress he spent 7 straight hours constructing. Totally worth it. Worth it? We're about to live off peanut butter and regret, and this boy thinks he deserves a Nobel Prize for Minecraft architecture. I explain, very clearly, that while he was protecting his imaginary villagers, our actual food was going extinct. Ethan shrugs and says the sentence that nearly ended me. Well, we can always order pizza, during a citywide blackout in a hurricane. Before I can even respond, there's a knock on the door. Our neighbor Linda's standing there, bundled up, asking if we have extra ice since her power's still out. And I have to explain, in front of another adult human, that my 12-year-old sabotaged our survival system to play Xbox. Linda bursts out laughing so hard she nearly slips off the porch. She yells back to her husband, Mark, you gotta hear this! Their kid sacrificed the fridge for Fortnite 2.0. Now the whole neighborhood's trickling over, wanting to hear the story. Ethan, still sitting on his bed, headset on, controller in hand, completely unbothered, occasionally glancing back at his screen to make sure his virtual cows aren't starving. So now I've got an audience. Neighbors are cracking up on my front lawn while I'm inside trying to salvage groceries that feel like they've been sitting in a sauna. The humiliation was louder than the hurricane. When I finally reconnected everything back to the fridge and freezer, Ethan strolls into the kitchen, controller still in hand, and, I swear to God, asks if we can split the generator time going forward. Like it's a custody arrangement. Half the day for food, half the day for his video game empire. I told him the only thing he'd be splitting was cold sandwiches and warm soda until the power came back. Suddenly survival mode wasn't so glamorous anymore. Later that night, I caught him whispering into his headset to his online friends, yeah, my dad got mad, but at least I proved you can run an Xbox off a generator. So now, thanks to Ethan, our hurricane survival story isn't about bravery or preparation. It's about the time my kid let $300 worth of food rot so he could host a medieval LAN party in the middle of a natural disaster.